What's good? It's Danny. I was driving by myself yesterday, and I was listening to one of my favorite YouTubers. I think I've mentioned it before. Infinite Waters on YouTube. Really fucking cool guy. Wow, I just said the F word 20 seconds in. We're never getting monetized and stuff. I don't really care about monetization. I don't really care about all that. I was watching Ralph Smart talk, and he was talking about being alone and how sometimes the chosen ones have to struggle with that feeling of loneliness and being alone. And I don't know. I mean, it was just the holidays. If you live in America, then you know that Thanksgiving holiday. If you don't live in America, then well, it's just a holiday where people get together and reunite with their family and just have a big dinner and just talk and catch up. I guess I don't really know. And I was talking to my girl, and there's this trend that came up a while ago, a few years ago, maybe like a decade ago or some called Friendsgiving. And I was talking with her, and I was like, yo, like, I wasn't even invited to one this year, and I was just kind of like in my feels about it because I did this spiritual journey, this journey that I'm on of finding who I am, finding myself and all that stuff, knowing that it would be a journey that I'd have to travel alone for some time, and that I would feel lonely at times, and that I would be by myself for a lot of the time, and I'd have to be comfortable being by myself. And back in when I started it, what was it, 2019, 2015 or something, 2019, 2018, around that time, I was like, yeah, that's fine, I don't really care. But I mean, it's taken some time, and I've gotten to know myself better, and I'm more than okay being by myself, spending time with myself. It doesn't mean I don't get lonely, because loneliness is a feeling, right? It is what it is. Like, sometimes I get lonely, and that's okay. But Ralph was saying something in his video, and he said the chosen ones have to do this journey alone at times. And then he said something that he always says, but it stuck out to me this time when I was listening to it yesterday. And he said, you're never truly alone unless you abandon yourself. Now that had me thinking. Although I've heard this about 20, 30 different times from him saying that, it had me thinking, what's the difference between being alone and loneliness, right? I was like, what is the difference? And I think I found an answer. And I was talking to my brother about this earlier today. I was on a drive with him, and we were just chatting, catching up. And I was like, I think the difference between loneliness and alone is that loneliness is a feeling, while being alone is a state, well, alone is a state of being. Like I literally just said it, being alone. It's a state of being, right? Now, what's the difference between those two? A feeling and a state of being. Now, this might be some really esoteric stuff, so I'm really going deep. I don't usually go that deep in my videos, but I feel like I just needed to get this out because I figured I might as well make a video journal about it because I got a download yesterday. I was like, I'm going to share it. I don't care. Loneliness is a frequency, while alone is a vibration. Now, I can break this down by saying this. You don't ever say, I just said it just now in the video, being alone, right? You don't ever say being loneliness or being lonely. You say feeling lonely, right? Most people will say, yeah, like I feel lonely. I feel lonely. Versus being alone, versus I am alone. And so the easiest way that I can describe it is, I don't know, shit, I had it in my head. Loneliness, it's kind of like an emotion, you know? You feel it, and then at some point you don't feel it later on. Like, you're gonna feel it for maybe 30 minutes, you'll feel it for maybe an hour, you'll feel it for a shortened period of time. and then the feeling goes away when you find something else to focus on, right? Versus being alone is more of, it's more of a state of being. You're going to feel that for an extended period of time, and that's the difference between frequency and vibration. The time, that's the difference. Now, all this, I made this whole video. I'm not gonna lie, I'm 5 minutes in and I'm just getting to the hook. That's horrible. I should get better at this. I need to make more videos. It's okay to have no friends. It's okay to be alone. But just remember that you're never truly alone unless you forget who you are, unless you abandon yourself, unless you stop spending time with yourself, unless you stop being with yourself and being okay with being by yourself. You're never truly alone. You can be solo dolo and go out to the movies. You can be solo dolo and go bowling, go play basketball, whatever it is that you like to do, whatever hobby it is, go to the library. I like going to the library by myself. I love that. I like watching movies by myself at home and going to the movie theaters by myself and just chilling, going to restaurants by myself. I'd be doing that a lot. But you just have to be okay with being by yourself. I mean, at the end of the day, you're born into this world alone. You're gonna die alone. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody tells you. You're going to die alone. And even if you're a twin, right? You didn't come in at the same time as your twin. You came in minutes before or minutes after. You came by yourself. You're gonna leave by yourself. It's as simple as that. So why don't we become better at being with ourselves, at understanding ourselves? You know what I mean? If we can do that, then we're never going to feel alone. We're never going to be alone. We'll feel lonely at times, sure, if we're by ourselves and, sometimes this comes up, that comes up. You get that feeling of FOMO when you see other people, your peers, going out and doing shit and having a blast with their friends. But it's okay. It's okay to have no friends. There was a period of time in my life where I had no friends. Now I have 2 or 3 friends that I value so dearly, and they mean the absolute world to me. And I could die with those 2 or 3 friends right now and just be like, yo, like, I had some of the best friends ever, and I feel amazing. It's better to have those types of people who would always have your back, who would do anything to be with you and to support you no matter what. And the reason why I always say to know yourself and to be yourself and to be your best friend is because once you do that for yourself, you're gonna get people in your life who did that for themselves as well. People in their own life, they're their own best friends. And it's gonna be a beautiful thing when you become best friends with someone who is their own best friend. It's the best feeling ever. And so all that to say, being alone, being by yourself for whatever time of your life you are in right now is okay. It's okay. Sometimes you just have to start from 0 so you can go to step 1. All right. That's all I got to say. Peace. Love you.